with my evaluation of the 4 evaluators and with my evaluation of our all meeting. And I start with a few points with Shabnam. I felt like, you did a great job of helping with your evaluation. One thing I noticed is your use of I words. You highlighted how Val connected and flowed more, and helped highlight that as a feedback and not as advice. And so to make clear that, which is what we all want in a good evaluation. You provided such great encouragement on how well Val's speech went as the engagement occurred further through the speech, and I really like that about your evaluation. And second, would like to give my evaluation for Raquel, and I felt like you really highlighted, to do such a good job to highlight Scott's successes, how he, what a great teacher he is, and how well he's done to show his confidence and passion with how you explained it. You really did a great job of helping provide that encouragement, as we could see Scott doing such a good job tonight. And Raquel, you are just such a master at gestures and connections that in your evaluation, I'm always so impressed with that. So to highlight that, because I think it's harder to do that in evaluations, and you do such a good job. And so next, I would give a few points of what I observed with David's evaluation. I think it was really perfect that you highlighted the hot seat speech, the fact that she gave that as a hot seat, which wasn't planned, and did such a good job with it. And your highlighting of what you were looking for when the things you already know that she's so good at with looking for the message, and that she could give such a positive message. David, I saw that you gave a lot of feedback about the flow and words, and a little bit less on the delivery, which was on the one hand, I think because the delivery is so solid that but it's such a positive thing that I would say there's some room for even a little additional positive feedback for the club in that way, about highlighting that. And finally, I will give a few points on Rob's evaluation of David. I think, Rob, you did such a good job of kind of walking us through the points and strengths of David's speech and how he did it, and the quotes, highlighting the fact, those quotes, and I really liked your evaluation, that you were able to find improvements with what for David that really were, I think, helpful suggestions for improvement. So thank you. And finally, I'd like to give a few points for the overall meeting tonight. Starting just from the top, it was from the very beginning of this meeting, with Raquel jumping in, with Moriel running things so solidly, helping discuss and bring together, so that we was able to bring Raquel in, and Raquel jumping in and volunteering. It's just such a sign of what a strong club, and with people that can do that and do so well on such short notice. Rob, I loved your pledge with the pinwheel flag. That was awesome. And David, you did such a good job standing in for Adelina. It was, you helped keep the vision of the club alive, and the dancing going. And it was different. Adelina is got a different vibe, but it was, really, really great. And I actually appreciated the fact that we had a different song tonight. So that was nice nice change of pace. And Moriel, you helped set such a great theme and set the stage really well with transformational leadership, and the whole meeting went so well that way. You helped drive the meeting consistently forward at a steady pace. You were really businesslike and did a great job introducing speakers and evaluators. So I think I've got nothing but positive things to say. You did a great job negotiating with the club and lining up Raquel, as I'd already mentioned, and with our theme. And finally, David, I appreciate really, you did such a good job with the introduction of the guest when Mark joined, bringing that along to keep that, knowing to keep that alive. And so I felt like the meeting was overall a success, and have very little to say that for constructive feedback, because it was very well done. Thank you all. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. I'll pass it back to our Mr. Toastmaster, Moriel.